Biden budget seeks minimum tax on households worth $100 million. So, President Joe Biden intends to propose a minimum tax of 20% on households worth more than $100 million and cut projected budget deficits by more than $1 trillion over the next decade, according to a fact sheet released Saturday by the White House Budget Office. The introduction of the minimum tax on the wealthiest Americans would represent a significant reorienting of the tax code. It would apply to the top 0.01% of households with half of the expected revenue coming from households worth $1 billion or more. The minimum tax would effectively prevent the wealthiest sliver of America from paying lower rates than families who think of themselves as middle class. While helping to generate revenues to fuel Biden's domestic ambitions and keep the deficit in check relative to the U.S. economy, in his proposal expected Monday, the lower deficits also reflect the economy's resurgence as the United States emerges from the pandemic. It's a sign that the government's balance sheet will improve after a historic burst of spending to combat the coronavirus. The fading of the pandemic and the growth has enabled the deficit to fall from $3.1 trillion in fiscal 2020 to $2.8 trillion last year and a projected $1.4 trillion this year. That deficit spending paid off in the form of the economy expanding at 5.7% pace last year, the strongest growth since 1984, but inflation at a 40-year high also accompanied those robust gains as high prices have weighed on Biden's popularity. Now, here's the thing, right? The spending and all that kind of stuff didn't really fuel the economy because you got to think about it. Everything was locked down, and then things were not locked down. And that basically brought everything back. It has nothing to do with spending. But whatever. Pretty crazy when you really think about it.